The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bearcats will kick it away first. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The inside handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to impose their will with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline.
Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Back to pass, it's Sorsby. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Martin. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Cincinnati 10, BYU 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. There are a few things that just make me happy in life. A great steak, a scrumptious dessert, and a tight end who makes a catch on 3rd down.
If the steak's medium rare, I'm right there with you, Reese. And I'm also there with you on these tight ends on 3rd down, too. Too big for DBs to cover, too fast for linebackers to cover. That guy's a weapon.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And it's no good. He missed it. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. To the air. It's Sorsby. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 25.
That's a good omen if you're this offense, obviously. It's early in the game. You've got the lead, and the ball's bouncing their way. Really nice catch there, David, off the deflection.
A good early omen, for sure, for this offense. Like, when you're getting deflections and you're catching those, that's a good start to this ball game. Let's get some positive juices flowing because those are breaks that sometimes turn into interceptions, but early in this game, it turns into a big catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Running back searching for a hole. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
And the Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Touchdown, BYU.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Turns it loose. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Makes the grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, BYU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Finds the tight end. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Bachmeier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got his man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going up top again. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A 70-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Makes the catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. He's already thrown 1 pick, and if he doesn't clean up some of this stuff, more will follow for sure.
More will follow and probably going to the bullpen or getting another guy in here that can throw the football. It's stuff like that just drives you nuts because you're fading off your...
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was backwards, running him out of bounds for a big loss.
The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the BYU offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, I think on the last play, they didn't get it to the sticks. They were hoping he'd be able to make the catch, make a guy miss, and advance the football, but because they couldn't execute, now it's 4th and long.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Quickly complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you.
Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pryor. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to...
He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
BYU 21.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.
BYU offense will take over. First and 10.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Got the quick pass. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes out of bounds, no time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Sorsby. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too bad.
Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the right. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just a deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Try to get it to the edge. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Running behind that left side. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying the left side. Nice move there. Turns it on at midfield. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Cougars! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Pryor. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That gives him 54 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. And the Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
That's caught. It's Allen.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Royer. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He'll take it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
On the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Moves. Ready, go.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
BYU offense will take over. First and 10.
Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. BYU right back to the line. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that he tries to take the top off. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Looking for room, it's Walker. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to the running game. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Royer. And the Bearcats will move the sticks with the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
On the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, BYU. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The short hands, it's Walker. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a crease, it's Walker. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle, it's Royer. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Bearcats will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Hillstead. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. 3rd down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that, and they're hoping the punt team trots on the field because they can sense victory on the horizon.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up by 17 over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Running into the open space. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their...
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
On fourth down, going to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ear still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quick handoff. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. A lot of ground to cover here on 4th down. Winning can become a habit.